Nice to meet you. I'm Choi from Quantum Bionics. It's a great honor for me to introduce to you sustainable human life and industry by the nanomaterial application. Whole world is now facing two big waves: the pandemic caused by COVID-19 and climate change. I'd like to present a method that can be applied to pandemics and climate change through the development and application of nanomaterials. The nanomaterial I developed is composed of an alloy of copper and magnetic nanomaterial. This nanomaterial has two functions: a function as a wave and a function as a particle. Like a motor, when conductive copper is aligned in the middle of a magnet, conductive copper and magnetic materials can create an electromagnetic field by itself. My material, Kapha nanoalloy, as a function of a wave, it forms an electromagnetic field by itself. And the function of a particle, a redox reaction, is induced by Kapha nanoparticle. By electromagnetic field generated by itself in the Kapha nanoalloy, electrons on the metal surface vibrate at the same time, and the wave of electrons, that is a plasmon, can be generated. When plasmons meet the electromagnetic field of the light absorption or light reflection occurs, which is called surface plasmon resonance. If the surface plasmon resonance is applied to the glass window film, it can be applied to the thermal barrier film that reflects IR rays in the light and transmit visible light. Kapha is known to have antibacterial function against microorganisms by oligodynamics and can destroy DNA and biomolecules by OH radicals generated by redox reaction. Our Kapha nanoalloy exhibit excellent antiviral and deodorization effects in addition to antibacterial effect by oligodynamic function of Kapha particles and multiple electron transfer by plasmon of the Kapha nanoalloy. To summarize the mentioned above two functions as a wave, when the electromagnetic field generated from the Kapha nanoalloy meets the electromagnetic field of the light, surface plasmon resonance happens. Thereby, it can reflecting the IR region of the light. In addition, as a particle, the redox reaction can be generated by the synergy of Kapha oligodynamics and surface plasmon resonance. Thereby, it can exhibit very high antibacterial, antiviral, and deodorizing functions. From now on, let's see the application of Kapha nanoalloy and how powerful the Kapha nanoalloy with these two functions is. The first application of Kapha nanoalloy is the thermal barrier film using the wave function of Kapha nanoalloy, that is surface plasmon resonance. The Kapha nanoalloy was coated on the film and applied to the thermal barrier film, and it can exhibit a function suitable for carbon neutrality. Recent 5 years was the hottest years for both of mankind and the Earth. The carbon neutrality is the most important issue for all countries in this planet, and lots of companies and investors and countries are still looking for more innovative solutions for carbon neutrality. According to research, building and transportation sectors consume 58% of global energy and generate 50% of global greenhouse gases emissions. So, if you can reduce energy consumption and carbon emissions from buildings and transportations with efficient window film, then it will be the key to solve this problem. Here, we Quantum Bionics can provide a solution with self-developed window film, the name AKC2021, which is using Kapha nanoalloy material. This film can cut down the energy usage up to 30% while maintaining buildings' cool temperature as before, and it is easily applicable with just a spray of water. The global window film market is valued at $10 billion in 2020, and the market size is expected to reach about $15 billion by 2028. The greatest and fastest growing market is Asia Pacific due to its emerging economics. Here are two chocolates. Right one is Quantum Bionics window film, and the left one is competing products. Since the competitor's films on the left does not block heat, the chocolate melts quickly. The thermal imaging camera was used to compare thermal barrier performance with conventional film. It can be seen that the temperature of existing film on the left continue to rise because of its low thermal barrier performance, but the Kapha nanoalloy film on the right maintains room temperature. If you compare the temperature of the competing film on the left is 44 degrees, and the temperature of the Kapha nanoalloy film on the right only 27. It can be seen that the competitive products rise up to 150 degrees even in the long time high temperature test, but the Kapha nanoalloy film is maintained as low as 60 degrees. To show you not only assumptions through lab test, but also we have a proven actual field test. We have already finished reference check in 2019 through hotels' electricity consumption in Indonesia, and several demonstrations are being prepared in Korea now. Our film already applied to Korea Train Express GJ station. Other train stations such as KTX Seoul Station and local public buildings will apply Kapha nanoalloy film this year. Through these demonstrations, we can have national level showcase very soon. Besides, we verified Kapha nanoalloy materials, thermal insulation, and antiviral performance through National Testing Authority in Korea, and we have 1 patent registered and 2 patents are pending now. As you can see this table, there are several leading competing products in the window film market. But as you can see, Quantum Bionics Kapha nanoalloy material applied window film has the highest TSER and the lowest SSGC among them, and that means it is the best insulation window film product. In spite of the outstanding performance, it has the most eco-friendly product due to its simple physical structure. And as I previously mentioned, only it has additional features like antivirus and antibacterial and deodorization performance it has. Then how about return on investment? We simulated it through Jurong Point Shopping Mall Center in Singapore. In comparison with 3M film, Quantum Bionics Kapha nanoalloy material applied window films TSER is higher and U value is much lower than 3M competing products. According to our computing simulation result, 3M films payback period was 8.1 years and Quantum Bionics window film payback period was 3.7 years. So our product could shorten the payback period up to 55%. And how about reducing carbon emissions? Combined annual carbon emissions in Singapore is about 3,100 million kilograms per year. If Kapha nanoalloy material applied window film can be applied to all green marked non-residential buildings in Singapore and reduce 10% of their carbon emissions, then annual carbon offset will be more than 312 million kilograms every year. What about cities like Shanghai, Hong Kong, and New York? If all of the buildings in those cities can reduce 10% of carbon emissions, we can change the future. This is feasible vision for the future of quantum bionics. Kapha nanoalloys' second target is the virus market, including COVID-19. Although vaccines and therapeutics have been developed and we are entering with corona, it is not fully resolved yet. Still, there is a high probability that a new or mutated virus will appear in the future. Whole the world is currently facing pandemics from COVID-19, and it is not clear when this situation will be completely finished. In addition, air pollution is becoming more and more serious. It affects the lives and health of many people. For this reason, air quality control has become more important than ever. From COVID-19 pandemic, more than 4.5 million people in the world have already died, and pulmonary diseases and bronchitis due to air pollution kill about 6.1 million people every year. For safe air environment from viruses, bacteria, and toxic gases, we developed an air filter by vacuum coating Kapha nanoalloy on the various non-woven fabric substrate. Quantum Bionics Kapha nanoalloy applied air filter can provide the clean air with 99.9% antibacterial, antiviral, and deodorizing performance. This filter can be applied to all products for air purification, such as air conditioners and masks. The melt-blown filter, which is currently mostly used for mask filters, does not remove bacteria or viruses, but only filters particles, and has the disadvantage of being very vulnerable to moisture. Quantum Bionics Kapha nanoalloy filters function to remove bacteria and viruses and not affected by temperature and humidity. The global filter media market is valued at $20.5 billion in 2018, and the market size is expected to reach about $32.1 billion by 2025. As these references were made in 2018, after COVID-19, the filter media market is expected to grow more rapidly. As a result of COVID-19 test on Kapha nanoalloy material, it was confirmed that more than 99.99% of the activity of the COVID-19 was removed. The Kapha nanoalloy material achieved very good antiviral performance of log 4 or more against influenza A virus. In experiment on feline caliche virus, it showed that very high antiviral performance of log 4.3 or more. The antiviral performance of the Kapha nanoalloy was compared with that of the nanodiamond material. Nanodiamond is a material that exhibits sterilization and deodorization effect on viruses and bacteria by ROS reaction by internal electron transfer. Let's compare the antiviral performance. In the case of the conventional photocatalyst, when exposed with UV, the level was log 2, and the level of nanodiamond is log 2.72. On the other hand, it can be seen that Kapha nanoalloy exhibits a level of log 4 or higher, which is about 100 times higher than photocatalyst and more than 10 times higher than that of a nanodiamond. Antibacterial performance of more than 99.9% was confirmed in antibacterial test result, including superbacteria such as pneumonia and MRSA. The deodorization performance of ammonia and hydrogen sulfide was more than 99.5 within 30 minutes. In the case of heat exchanger, it plays an important role in the air conditioning system. When cold and hot air collide, dew condensation occurs and mold generates due to moisture. When Kapha nanoalloy is applied to the filter of the heat exchanger, mold did not generate as shown in the picture on the left, even after a severe test at high temperature and high humidity for 1 month, and it can be seen that mold generated in the case of the existing conventional filter on the light. Besides, we verified its antiviral, antibacterial, deodorization performance through recognized test authority in Korea. And we have 1 patent registered and 2 patents are pending now. Let's compare the existing air filtering technology and Kapha nanoalloy technology. The filtering method for fine dust are similar. In the case of a filtering method for bacteria, viruses, and others, nanofibers and meltblown filters are passive type. And photocatalyst, plasma, and Kapha nanoalloy method are active type. Kapha nanoalloy shows more than 99.99% antiviral performance against many viruses, and it is expected to be effective against mutant viruses. In addition, it shows more than 99.9% antibacterial performance against superbacteria such as pneumococcus and MRSA. In addition, it shows a deodorizing effect of more than 99.5% against harmful gases such as ammonia and hydrogen sulfide. Although Kapha nanoalloy is an active filtering method, it does not require a power supply because it has a structure that generates an electromagnetic field by itself. Accordingly, it is economical and it is convenient to apply because it is only necessary to coat the Kapha nanoalloy material on the existing filter substrate, and there is no ozone generating problem. Kapha nanoalloy applied filter can be applied to all products for air purification, such as air conditioners and masks. These filters are expected to contribute to providing a safe air environment from the pandemic by being applied in various fields from personal hygiene masks, car filters, air conditioning filters for home and office spaces. Kapha nanoalloy material of quantum Bionics has various potential and will actualize its roadmap. In a short term, we will focus on the sales of the air filters and its applications, including air conditioners. As well as window film application. In the midterm, we will develop CCUS technology, especially for energy conversion from carbon to methane. And existing quantum Bionics window film technology can improve solar panels' energy efficiency due to its heat blocking performance. In the long term, quantum Bionics have a plan to enter the biomedical field with electronic medicine, which can be developed from nanomaterial formulation technology. This kind of roadmap will be achieved by our great team. I, as CEO of Quantum Bionics, have more than 30 years of project and business development experience in nanomaterial and its application. And our team also have the capability to plan, develop, and manage the various projects and business. We believe that we are the dream team to make our dreams come true. We are waiting for the partners who can cooperate with Quantum Bionics, carbon neutrality solution, and the pandemic solution. Thank you for your attention.